angels, how are we doing? Welcome once again to my channel. Today is Tuesday. It's quite hot here in Saudi Arabia, but we're grateful to God. So based on my previous video or my last upload, I promised you that I was going to be answering some very personal questions you've been throwing at me. It's not really from so many people. I think I got such question from about 4 people thereabouts. 2 people asking the same thing and 2 others asking something different. So the first person asked, hey, first of all, let me put it out there. Yes, I've been in Saudi Arabia for some time. To some people I've overstayed, and to others I've really stayed. And to me, I've only stayed a couple of years here in Saudi Arabia. And some people asked, is it that you really love this country, or what is happening, Dr. Evangel? Well, the truth is that when you are a family-oriented person, your personal decision or your personal opinion may not really have so much value, except others agree with you, especially others in that same family. I mean, my husband and my kids. Whatever opinion I have about this country does not really matter if it doesn't go well with my husband and my kids. That's the simple truth. Because first, I am Mrs. Anyao. Every other thing is just on the surface, right? Yeah. I like Saudi Arabia. Let me just put it straight. I like Saudi Arabia. And the reason I like this place, I can't say all the reasons why I like this place. And that doesn't mean there are no challenges. Every place, every country has got its own challenges. I know, yes, whether I like this place or not does not really matter, especially when kids are involved, when my husband is also involved, because I'm not just thinking for myself alone, and I'm also thinking for them as well. I have to consider them. I have to seek their opinion in whatever decisions I'm making, or whatever opinions I have. Theirs should actually come first before mine. And we discuss this a lot. I mean, myself and my husband and the kids. And we know the needs of our kids. It doesn't mean we are compromising whatever need they may have. No. But one thing you should understand is a family functions well when everybody is involved, when everybody is engaged. So we staying here till this time means a lot to us. There's a reason for it. And for the fact that we are not people who are easily moved by what other people are doing. That's another reason. I cannot say because somebody is moving to a particular country, then there is exodus of people moving to that country, then I should move to that country. No, I don't think that way. I don't see me doing such. And are we moving from Saudi Arabia at any point? Yes, definitely. We will move. If not for anything, for the sake of the kids. I mean, they have to see the other side of the world. They've been in Nigeria for some time, so they've already known, let me not say a lot about our African culture, but they know our African culture, and they need to see other parts of the world to know, I mean, how people function and all that. So are we at some point going to leave Saudi Arabia? Yes. And when is that going to be? Somebody actually asked me. I cannot say, okay, we are moving tomorrow, or we are moving in 2 days time, or in 2 years time, or in 6 months time. I cannot categorically tell you that, but for sure we'll definitely move. We'll definitely leave this place. But when it's going to happen, I promise you, I'm going to carry all of you along. You will know my history, you will know our story, you will know everything about it and how we are going about it. Because I've already put myself out here. I don't think there's any going back. And all I'm going to be asking is your support. Because your support means a lot to me. your encouragement, your words of encouragement, your words of, your support means a lot to me. Sometimes I wouldn't come online, but I will get emails from subscribers. They say, oh, Evangel, how are you doing? I haven't seen you on YouTube. I hope all is well. I hope you're okay. How is family? Those words melt my heart. And each time I get them, I'll say, oh my God, which means, some people are actually looking out for me. It means a lot to me. So that is it. And another person asked, are there challenges in your family as regards to living here in Saudi Arabia? Hey, yeah. This one is this is too deep. Do you have any challenge in your family as a result of staying here in Saudi Arabia? Well, any family that will say they don't have challenges will be lying. Now, it depends on the weight of such challenge. I'm one person who likes to plan, and I do as well. And staying here, I would say, ironically, has really united us. Because if you have experienced long distance relationship with your spouse, with your kids, you will know what I'm talking about. Staying together in Saudi Arabia actually improved a lot in our relationship as spouses, as parents, and every other aspect of it. Because when my family was in Nigeria and I was here, it was like I was getting some bouts of depression. If I call and I can't speak with the kids, maybe they're sleeping, I feel so bad. And if any of them is sick, it's like the worst nightmare I will ever have. I won't even concentrate at work. Because one, of course, my husband is not in the medical field. I'll be wondering how he will cope with a sick child and two others to cater for. So it was really a nightmare for me. So I would say in the course of us staying here in Saudi Arabia, one of the greatest decisions we have ever made was coming together to stay here. That was one of the greatest decisions we've ever made. And we are not regretting it. Even the kids, they understand that particular decision. Because whatever we do, whatever we say, we carry them along. Please ignore whatever noise you're hearing. My kids are actually in the living room. I'm actually in their room, so so that is it. In terms of our relationship, it's really bonded us. It's brought a whole lot of joy, happiness, more love, deeper love amongst us. And are there challenges staying here? Definitely there are. There are challenges. The most, the one that weighted heaviest is the kids not being in physical school. They're doing online school. The school is doing well. It's not like it's bad, but I would have preferred them going to physical school. So this is a very big challenge. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, it's all good. No, it's a whole big challenge for us. That is it. And secondly, being able to interact with other kids. We're able to manage this a bit because we take them out to the beach where they play with other kids, and we do this almost like every week. So it's a challenge though, but not so much of a challenge because we try to navigate through that. We take them places to see sites, to see how, real world things happen. So this is also part of the challenge we have here. Now, what other challenge do we have? Okay, another challenge is, as a person, I've always wanted to always be with my family. I don't want to let them out of my sight again. I've done that in the past. My first few years here in Saudi Arabia, and I know the impact. It wasn't a very positive one. So I wouldn't want somebody to tell me how my children behaved while they were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I want to experience that. I wouldn't want somebody to tell me, oh, when he was 6, he did this. No, I want to experience that. So that is part of the reason why we're still here, because even moving as a family is challenging, it's not easy. So I will also, let me put it out there, if you're a couple, maybe you have just a kid, or maybe you don't have a kid yet, and you're here in Saudi Arabia, you want to move to another country, I think you should start planning yourself well. Another person asked, Dr. Evangel, are you ever going to move from Saudi to another country? If yes, where are you going to move to? Now, this is a very deep question as well. Definitely, I will leave this place, like I said before, I'm not going to stay here forever. But where I am moving is, I don't know. I don't want to say anything now, but I will tell you whatever that happens. I will carry you along and let you know what the plans are and where we are right now, or right then, whenever I'm going to be making that video. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And you asking when are you going to move, please start that to support me. Share this video, subscribe, comments. Let me get to hear what you have to say. And if you're living here in Saudi Arabia, please, I want to hear from you. I want to know your most challenging situation while living here in Saudi Arabia. Maybe I could profile a solution. And I want to know your most exciting moments or situation while living here in Saudi Arabia. And I want to know how you're coping with your spouse or your kids. These some questions that were asked. Please, I want you to answer them in the comment section if you're living here in Saudi Arabia. I really want you to answer these questions. It will help me. It's going to help any other person who wants to move here. It's going to help people who are actually planning to come here, or those who have people who are already living here. But to put a fact, straight, Saudi is not that bad. The way people think about it, this place is actually peaceful, but you will also face challenges, just like you will face in any other place. Even in your home country, you face challenges, right? So be positive about whatever you want to do. Be positive about where you are. Be positive about where you're going to. And be proud of where you're coming from. Be proud of where you're going to and where you are right now. And I feel that's the essence of life. That's the essence of living. If you cannot be happy now, believe me, I bet you, even if you're put in paradise, you'll still not be happy. So based on my personal experiences, happiness is what you make out of your living situation. It doesn't come to you. It's a personal decision. It's an intentional thing. So I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker. I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker, but this is what I know. If you have not subscribed, do that now. Like, comment, let me get to hear from you. And I will see you in my next. Thank you so much for your support, and God bless you. Till then, bye.